weekend storyteller number 3. The first time I slept with a woman. The first time I risked it all for some loving. It's not my brightest days. Because I pride myself on being a man who isn't, I guess you can say, hypnotized by vagina, who doesn't find himself constantly being, controlled by women. But this isn't a good one because I was absolutely, I don't know if I was, if I was pussy whipped or if I was just so in love that I just lost my mind. So anyway, here's how the story goes. So I met this young woman. We're going to call her Chelsea. All right. I met this young woman, Chelsea. I don't remember how we first met, but I met her in high school. She didn't go to my school. She went to another school, and I met her. And cute girl. She was tall. She was like nice body. Really liked this girl a lot. Okay, and we were. I don't know how she felt about me, but I was crushed on this girl for a minute, man. Like, I was crushed on her. I would text her. I would constantly try to spend time with her. It never happened. And then one day, she invites me to spend a night after we both graduated. So we were both out of high school at this time. So that's how long this took. Met her in high school. Nothing never went to fruition. Like, we never actually did anything. We're in college now. She invites me to spend a weekend, a night, a day. I went over there Friday night and I left Saturday night. She invited me to spend a night there during the weekend in her dorm room. Everything was set up. She wrote my name as one of her guests, so I was allowed to go there. So I didn't have to worry about hiding from security or anything like that. So I'm super psyched. Like I am skipping at school. I'm skipping, not paying attention in class and college. I'm super excited. I'm like, yes, I finally get to make love to this girl. And I'm using the word make love because it wasn't just some ass for me. It really wasn't. I was really into this woman. She was one of the first females that I found attractive since Natasha. Okay, Natasha was always the first girl that I felt engulfed in back in junior high school. This woman was the first since her. So I was really into it. I'm ready. But I had to find my way to get there first, all right? At the time, no way in hell my parents are going to let me spend a night at some girl's house. My parents didn't even play that at all. They didn't play that one bit. So I had to find a way to convince my parents to go away for the weekend without telling them where I was going. So I'm pretty sure I told my father something about I was going to hang out with my friend at his dorm. I made sure to say his over and over and over again. So I did lie because I was going to spend time with a woman, spend time with a female. And I didn't want to hear no or this big lecture of him telling me, wrap it up and all of that stuff, even though it's important, but you just get tired of hearing that stuff. So I didn't want him to dampen my mood at all. So I'm saying to myself, yeah, Dad, I want to spend time with my dude. We went to high school together, and he lived. By the way, freakish shit happens. So I'm saying, yeah, this dude, we went to junior high together. We went to school. I don't know if I said high school or junior high, but I said we went to school together, and he's up there. He wants to hang out, so I want to hang out with him there. And I told him I would. So can I? My father lets me go. But he reminded me, hey, are you sure you want to go? There's a snowstorm happening up there. It was a college campus that was upstate New York. I had to take the train, not the train that, not Amtrak, but also not the 5 train and 2 train. What's it called? The Metro North that I was taking that takes you like some distance that it costs a lot of money to get on. It was wintertime. It was December. It was December or November. One of those two. It was cold as hell. So I'm happy. I got the clearance to go, even though I had to lie to my father to go because I don't want to hear no. So I'm ready. I have my bags packed. And I made sure I was to the 9, dude. I went to get my hair cut. I went to get my hairline. I made sure to pack, I bought new drawers. I bought new rags. I bought my own soap. I bought new everything. Because I was like, yo, no way I'm going to embarrass myself in front of this woman. Like, that's how psyched I was for her. Like, to be in her presence. Now, looking back on it, I can tell she didn't feel the same way about me. I was probably just some dick to her, just some dick that was there for the weekend, that she could play around with. But I was really into this girl. which is the story of my life. Me being attracted to women who I'm way into more than they are into me. But enough with the pity party. So I'm ready to go. I say bye to my folks. I'm headed towards the train station, right? Now, the thing about riding Metro North is the train station is outside. So it's about a 10-minute walk from my apartment. I get to the station and I'm waiting outside. It is cold as hell. I'm freezing. My feet are cold. And the train's taking forever to get there. Train finally comes. I hop on the train all the time, all the while I'm texting her, and I'm texting her like telling her, yeah, I'm on my way in like an hour, 45 minutes. I'm giving her an update every now and then. The biggest fear was me putting in the wrong directions where I missed my stop, but got there safely, arrived at the station, tell her, yeah, I'm here, come pick me up. She comes with her roommates. It's like 4 of them. And we go back to their spot where they're living. I'm pretty sure that their school didn't have dorms. It was like a community college, I think. But they had this program where they had like off-campus dorms or like off-campus living spaces for students. That's where she lived. So it was her and 3 other women that lived in a room. And I went there, I said, what's up to everybody? They was all cool. And I'm hanging out. And then I think I went out in the hallway and I saw this dude that I went to actual high school with. I was like, yo, what's up, man? Like, I haven't seen this dude in a minute. He's there. So he takes me to where he live at. And I go and I meet all his people, and there's this girl in there, and she was fine as hell, but she was gay. And, I met a lot of other people. They're playing drinking games and all that stuff. I don't drink, so I'm out of place. But I'm trying to catch up with my dude. I'm singing and all of that stuff, trying to, whenever there's women around, you have to use your gift. And my gift was singing. So I'm singing, I think I did the you remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. Wouldn't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. As I do. That's my go-to song. Either that or the You Should Let Me Love You. One of those 2 songs. So I'm singing. The girl's like, oh my God, you can sing. And I'm in. I'm hanging out. They're playing video games. What I said this girl's name was. Damn it. See, this is exactly what I didn't want to do. Chelsea, did I say it was? Anyway, so Chelsea comes, tells me, hey, why you spending all your time here? Like, I invited you here. And I'm like, you're right, my bad. Yo, homie, I'll holler at you later. I'm going to go back and hang out with Chelsea. So we're at Chelsea's room. We're sitting on the couch. She's laying on me, watching TV. And I watch too much television because I try to be sexy. I try to be sexy and do I don't know why I did it, but I did the, put your finger in her mouth thing. And I'm putting my finger. I think I read somewhere that like if a girl sucks your finger or if she's good at sucking your finger, that means that she's good at sucking dick too. So I'm doing that, have my finger in her mouth, and she's sucking it. I'm like, okay. And it's going nowhere. I have no game. This is going absolutely nowhere. Fast forward, it's time to go to sleep. Right. I'm thinking we're going to get busy, but she informs me that she's on a period. So we can't do anything. But she says, hey, wake me up so that we can shower together. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to have to shower, So I take my shower before we go to bed, get into my shorts, my T-shirt, and we go to sleep. And here's where it gets intense, right? So we're sleeping in her bed. Her bed ain't that big. So you are forced to cuddle. Right. I'm spooning on the side of her, and, and I'm just saying in my mind, do not get hard. Do not get hard. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying that to myself, just hoping that this doesn't happen, that I don't make this error. I'm praying, please don't get hard. You'll be a loser. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Don't do it. Who's laying in the bed with this girl and gets a hard on and it's poking her in the butt all night long. You'll be creepy. So, luckily, I escape it. I don't have the hard on, and we're sleeping. And I try to do the, let me play with her pussy. You know, I'm put my hand in that thing and she's giggling like, "What are you doing on my period?" So I stopped because then I remembered, oh, this is probably disgusting. Like if I put my hand back and I see blood on my fingertips, I'm gonna slap somebody. And When the time comes, when the time comes, I chicken out. I go wash first. I don't want her to wash with me because I started thinking, yo, like I don't know what she'll think about my naked body. Like I don't have a big penis, so um, like will she laugh? I don't. My penis is average size. It's an average size, your typical 5 to 6 inch dick. That's what it is. 5 to 6 inches of dick that I have. Can't change it. I'm self-conscious. I'm a young man. I'm self-conscious. I'm not the man I am today where I would be like, man, whatever. So I'm like, I don't want to wash with me. I don't want to see my, I don't want none of that stuff. So I'm like, I won't tell her. I take my shower real quick, get out, get dressed. And yeah, it stormed like a real snowstorm. Big ass snowstorm. The snowstorm my father warned me about. Yeah, he wasn't joking. It was snowing so hard that they closed the train stations. So I couldn't get back home. So I'm stuck there, can't get back home, can't stay another night though, because I was written in, like when a guest is signed in, you're signed in for who the guest is, for 1 night, 2 nights, whatever. So I can't stay another day. I call my father, I'm like, yo, uh, can you pick me up? Because I'm kind of trapped here. He comes to get me. I'm trying to leave on a good note. I'm trying to leave where I can come back. But I cower out. Nothing happens. I get in my father's car, and we never speak of that day again. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the story. You know, as I look back on my life, I realized that there were a lot of women who I could have had relationships with, and I didn't because I was just afraid. You know? So if you're watching this right now, if you're watching this right now, fellas, don't be afraid. The worst thing that can happen is a woman who say no, rejection. But you can't be afraid of rejection. You have to own it, take it like a man, and suck it up. So this is Keenan, Weekend Storytellers number 3. Deuces.